Hey guys, it's Destiny back at it again, and today's video is a little bit different. It is a unsolved murder case of JonBonet Ramsey, and there's a lot of theories to this, and I really hope you all like it. Thank you. So JonBonet B. Ramsey was a 6-year-old beauty pageant queen, and on the day of December 25th/26th of 1996, she was 6 years old. She had gone missing, or so we think. Parents woke up, they couldn't find her. They saw a ransom note that wanted $18,000 for her. So they call the police. They're absolutely hysterical. The police show up, they evaluate the note, and then they look around, and there was no signs of forced break-in. So that was kind of a red flag, number one. Then they started to look around the house, and they actually go downstairs to the basement where the father led them. And there she was, wrapped up in her own blanket. She had been strangled and bruised, and they actually took her body. They got her checked, and there had been signs of sexual abuse, and she was 6 years old. So there's no way that she was in a relationship with someone where she would be having sexual intercourse. So obviously red flag number two. Okay, again, 6 years old. All her life she had been forced to be in these beauty pageants because maybe that's what her mother always wanted to do, but she never got the chance to do. So she forced it on her child. And I'm sorry if I'm just talking really fast. I'm trying to get this in a shorter video because I already tried to upload once and it told me my video was too long. So I had to re-record and trim it. So if I miss some details, I'm sorry. I'll link descriptions below of other videos that talk about this case. But anyways, a lot of people believe that the parents had something to do with this murder, and I am one of those people for many reasons. Obviously, she had been sexually abused, and she had always been with her family. She was 6 years old. She didn't go out and do anything besides the pageants. She had only been around her family. So it would only make sense that someone in her family would be hurting her this way. So my theory is, maybe one night the father was trying to have his way with her, and maybe he hit her a little bit too hard because maybe she was trying to get away, and she actually died. And they wanted to cover it up because they didn't want to lose a husband and a father, because JonBonet had a brother, an older brother. So they covered it up to make it look like someone was in their house and they just killed her. But honestly, if someone's going to write a ransom note wanting money for your kid, they wouldn't kill the kid. Obviously, they'd want that money, and they would make sure they could do anything they could to make sure no one knew who that person was, you know. So it just didn't make sense. And another theory is maybe the brother, because the brother had a lot of anger issues, and maybe he was playing one day and he accidentally just hit her way too hard and it knocked her out, because they ruled her cause of death from lack of blood flow to the head, because she had been smashed in the back of the head. And for something like that to happen, it's equivalent to someone taking a baseball bat, swinging it all the way back, and then just full force hitting something with it. So it was a pretty hard hit to the head either way. And obviously it's disgusting. Sexual abuse is awful. I mean, what the fuck? And honestly, if you watch interviews of the parents, you can tell that there's just something off. Not to mention, they evaluated the ransom note. They took the father's handwriting and the mother's handwriting and compared the two. And the handwriting matched up perfectly with the mother's. So she obviously wrote a fake ransom note. Maybe if the brother was the one to kill her, they didn't want to lose both of their children, so they just covered it up. That would make sense as well. But if it were me, I would honestly never stay with a man who I knew was hurting my kid. First of all, cops would be involved. Second of all, he'd probably be dead if it was me. That's just me. And I don't know, this case is just so frustrating because they refuse to solve it. And I think it's because the Illuminati is involved. I know that's kind of far-fetched, but hear me out. The Illuminati tend to go after people who are very successful and very huge in the public eye. So maybe the Illuminati was covering up for them and protecting them from being caught. Now, the motives for killing their daughter, it just doesn't really make sense, but they do have motives. Maybe the father, like I said, was trying to have his way with her, and maybe she was trying to get away, and he just hit her way too hard and actually killed her. Or the brother, who has anger issues, probably killed her. We still don't know. And you can go watch Shane Dawson conspiracy videos, Kendall Ray, Haley Reese, the Psychic Twins. They will all tell you the same things I'm telling you, but in a longer video, because I obviously can't post a video that long because I'm only using my cell phone and it won't allow me. So sorry that this video is kind of just short and simple, but I promise next time around there will be a much better video. I'll probably do another makeup tutorial. But back on the topic. JonBonet was 6, and there was years of her going to the hospital, and she had yeast infections. Come on. You only get yeast infections if you are sexually active. She was 6. 6 years old. There's no way she was sexually active. And she had to be taken advantage of. She was only around her family. And they even said so, that there was no other person there in their home on the night that this happened. And so that just makes them look even more guilty. The mother actually passed away a few years ago. The father is still alive today, and he still will not tell the truth. And I honestly think it was him. Everyone thinks it was him, except the police choose not to believe it was him. And it's close enough now that where he's pretty close to his deathbed, so it really wouldn't matter anyways at this point. I just hope that he didn't do this to any more children, because he is sick and insane. And the mother as well was very sick and insane. And I'm not even a mother, not even thinking about being a mother at this point in my life, but I know I sure as hell would not have put up with that. And she had to know. She had to. They were all in the same house every single day doing the same things. And this murder, it just has a lot more to it that I can't put into this video, so I'm sorry, but I hope you all liked it, and I will be posting a new one next week, probably a makeup tutorial, because I can easily control the time limit on that. But I love you all, and I hope you have a beautiful day and night. Bye!